Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Been around a long time. We'll get us started here. And off we go here in Baltimore. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. 1st and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Aguilar goes off in motion. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Here's the first carry for the Pitt product, James Conner. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll go right back to Conner. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Murray. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's going to keep it himself. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
That ball in the airport.
Jackson now on 2nd down. It's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. To the air one more time with Jackson.
Look at that.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Kazir White. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Aguilar goes off in motion.
Yeah.
Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. That's the linebacker, Kazir White.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. That is caught, and he's in. Trey McBride, touchdown Cardinals. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half.
Hello.
So now Prater, after
Hello.
the touchdown, is out to kick it away.
Oh, yes.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Throwing Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. Now, Justin Tucker for the point after. And he missed it. Wow, don't see that very often. Justin Tucker, one of the best ever. His career extra point percentage close to 99%, but he missed on that one. DJ Dallas now to return. Now an opening past the 30.
Go.
Still on the move.
Come
And he
on.
will finally be tracked down, nearly a touchdown, but he'll
Boy.
set his team up with 1st and goal.
Oh, man, you know he wanted that one. He's going to wind up just short of the goal line, but what a return it was. When he got to midfield, Mike, I thought he was gone. I mean, it won't be a touchdown.
And he will dive into the end zone. James Conner. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A 1st down throw for Jackson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson.
What? Oh, I'm
That's
finna
gonna
say,
be
no way you
incomplete.
should do that.
Coverage was good that time.
Yeah,
The
it's hard to shoot
contact
that.
jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. As this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on fourth down. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they will finally run him down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Jackson up top again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Bateman is the motion man. On 3rd and 1, here's Jackson. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Bateman is the motion man. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Here's Jackson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
I get 2 points.
Safety, Jalen Thompson. Into space. Inside the 30. And he takes it back all the way. How about a pick 2 if you prefer? The play backfires for the offense in a big way.
Yeah, what? Yeah, what? Okay.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Here comes DJ Dallas on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, it's Dallas. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. On first down, the drive begins with Connor. Has an opening past the 40. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half. but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive. On the handoff, it's Connor. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Murray. He'll try to work the screen with Connor. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That one underneath here to Connor. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Going to work Connor in the middle here. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Adds to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown, like you find yourself deep in the goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So, Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. A deep shot for Aguilar. Batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off, and now here in the second half, they find themselves down by...
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. That's the safety, Jalen Thompson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Murray. He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Back to throw is Murray. He pulls it in around the 5.
Oh, they'll get in there.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Minority, hot.
From the gun, Jackson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
He'll look for Flowers downfield.
Whoa.
And that is incomplete. Zay
Say
Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field.
Oh, the ball is out. It's picked up by one of his teammates. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Baltimore.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is...
What? I know they ain't called a pass interference.
He's intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but there
All I did was jump.
3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Jackson. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Off he goes. And he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. And this is not going to come close to fooling anyone. Hard to believe they thought that would work. It didn't, and they get nothing on the extra point. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
What? Come on.
Yeah, catch that. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with them, and will bring up 3rd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson.
Well, how not get that?
At the 10. And he is going to be out of bounds. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal. Now Jackson. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with it. You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
They'll try and run, and here's Henry. And he will get into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown, Baltimore. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. They'll drop to throw. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
On the give. This is Connor. A hit,
Oh,
and he has lost the football. One of the Ravens has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Bateman is the motion man. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
13.
Jackson now. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Raven first down. To throw is Jackson.
Be that.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Arizona. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way, a back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
The kick is good. Makes the score Cardinals 46, Ravens 24.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 3. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. It'll be back up now to start this drive.